Welcome to Manga Experts. We are back with another top 10 recommendation list. If you like our videos, please leave a like and a comment of your favorite suggestions below. Without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Tiger's Descent. Haseon, a second-year high schooler, finds everything in the world annoying. He possesses the ability to find transcendence, people who are special. He was going about his daily life when he was suddenly attacked by a transcendent and almost died. Due to the impact, Haseon's necklace broke, and a tiger-like figure that was sealed inside it appeared and saved him. Because of the tiger's appearance, Haseon's life changed greatly, and now he has to deal with uninvited guests who desire his new power. This manhwa has one of the best art style out of all the new released manhwas. The fight scenes in this manhwa are very detailed. The facial expressions of characters are done really well. The story of this manhwa is also quite good, but it is only recommended for people who can handle some beginner level dark stuff, or you will not like it. The pacing is a little bit slow. The world building is quite good. Characters are all written very well. The main character is a little bit new to this world, so he is not that powerful at start, so plot armor kicks in whenever he is in trouble. This manhwa is a must-try for action genre fans. Number 9. The Unstoppable Hellbreaker. Balang has become a diligent official of Hell to pursue the cause of his brother's death. One day, the primary system of the Six Realms collapses upon the ascension of a new god, and an innocent girl named Lin Xiaolu falls into Hell. In order to send Lin Xiaolu home and find the truth about his brother, Balang resolutely conquers the former god Yashu. He then embarks on an expedition with Lin Xiaolu before trudging on valiantly through the Six Realms regardless of the peculiar events they encounter. At last, they travel to the end of the world and come face to face with the new god. This manhwa is quite unique. Both art and story are different and original in a way. Main character has a good personality. He is accompanied by the former weakened god and a little girl who is trying her best to look cute. The story is good at the start and becomes more better and complicated as the plot progresses. Only read it if you can stomach a complicated plot. Number 8. Demoholic. It's a completely ordinary day until a housekeeping android shows up on Carol's front porch. The weirdness doesn't end here, especially in this little town of Mavenworth. The housekeeping android has some secrets, and the suspicion of Carol increases with each day until one day she uncovers the truth. This is a light comedy fantasy webtoon. The story of this webtoon keeps evolving as the plot progresses. There are only few characters. They are all mostly cute and written very well. The art is a little bit on the average and cuter side. Give this a try if you want a light-hearted fantasy webtoon set in modern times. Number 7. Deck of Fates. When you are chosen by the Fates to become an Arcana, you will find yourself thrust into a world ruled by magic and strength. Arcana can harness the will of the Tarot Spirit that chose them to change the world for better or worse. Main character receives his Arcana power from his mother before she dies. Now he enrolls in a secret magic academy and prepares to get his revenge on the Empire, which is on a crusade against the Arcana. The story of this manhwa is very good and offers an awesome fantasy adventure. Characters are also written well. The only thing that holds back this webtoon is the art, but from chapter 30 it goes down the drain. It gets a little bit better after chapter 52. Number 6. Noblesse Rai's Adventure. Rai is one of the strongest nobles. He is tasked with finding something in the mortal realm. Rai begins his adventure and encounters a village which worships a god that protects them from the monsters and demons. There is some weird mystery around this god, and the village elder is also cooking up some type of scheme. This is a very short side story of Noblesse. There are only a few characters in it, but they are all brimming with life. This is a little bit old webtoon, so the art has not aged that well. The story is short and good. It keeps you engaged until the end. Number 5. Modified. Main character is a wannabe hero who doesn't have both of his arms, yet he still wants to lend a hand to anyone in need. However, he always ends up making things worse and gets involved in a supernatural mess. This webtoon starts off just as a regular school life drama, and after a few chapters, it fully evolves into a full-fledged superhero versus supernatural kind of story. Art also becomes better after a few chapters. Characters in this webtoon are amazing and feel more human-like. Give this a try if you want a low-key superhero stuff. Number 4. Ragnarok Descendants. Chosen by the dragon gods, Kirim, a man who wields great power, must go on a quest to save his family, his country, and his way of life. Up against a rogue dragon god and flesh-eating monsters, Kirim and his friends must race against time or lose everything. This webtoon is really amazing. The world building is top notch. The story is also good and keeps getting better. The plot moves at a nice pace and the webtoon never gets boring. The art is also quite nice. This is a must-try for dragon-type fantasy story fans. Number 3. Lightheart. Words form stories and stories translate into reality. Descended from the heavens as a relic of her final touch, the Reverse bears the duty of preserving order of the cosmos. In a world bestowed with such magic, what tale would be told is all up to the fate. This webtoon starts off just as a regular lighthearted fantasy story and then develops into a dark tragedy with a lot of scheming. The overall story is very unique. Sometimes the pacing of the plot becomes very fast and you have to do some brainstorming to figure out what is going on. The art is also nice and it shines the most during fight scenes. The world building is also massive. Number 2. Trouble. One day the god who rules over the vast world of Radoan announces a new divine law. All reproduction is immediately prohibited. Those who are banned from conceiving rebel for the sake of humankind and their children, but the power of God and their followers is overwhelming and oppressive. God brands children born after the divine law as children of traitors, killing them or turning them into slaves. In this chaotic world, those who wish to punish this sick tyranny begin their desperate fight. This manhwa takes place in a very dark and grim world. There is also a lot of tragedy and backstabbing in it. The world building is done very well. The art is also nice and it shines the most during fight scenes. Main characters are little kids and they act like kids and get deceived many times. The story of this manhwa is very good and unique at the same time. Only read this if you want a really good action adventure fantasy manhwa set in a chaotic world full of violence and suffering with a lot of power of friendship. Number 1. Ragnarok. Ragnarok is the sequel of Ragnarok Descendants, a fantasy story set in Aradel, the world where humans and dragons used to live together in peace and harmony. Aradel was ruled by 6 Ragnaroks, but the 5th and 6th Ragnarok betrayed humanity and created a zombie-like curse. The other Dragnarus got together and captured 6th Ragnarok and put him into eternal sleep, but that did not stop the curse from spreading to the humanity. This manhwa is a real fantasy gem. The story is well polished and a little bit dark. All characters are written well. The world building is amazing. Art is also very captivating. This is a must-try for fantasy genre fans who are looking for a good story. Do you agree with our picks? Check out our other videos for more suggestions and don't forget to give us a like before going. Until then, take care and we will see you in our next video.